3, 2, 1, dead radio.
Hey guys, happy freaking Saturday, and welcome to another episode of Buyer's Remorse. Today's episode is talking about Fez. Now you see, Fez is not a bad game. Fez is actually a pretty decently good game. The problem with Fez is that it was made by Phil Fish. Now, I know some of you who are not really familiar with Phil Fish are going to say, who's Phil Fish? Well, Phil Fish is kind of an asshole. He was in Indie Game the Movie, which was a movie about the process of making this game, Fez. It starred, a couple other indie game people too, like the guys who made Super Meat Boy and, just other indie game stuff. And it was a good movie. It was, it was nice and informative and stuff, and it was a cool experience. But this guy, Phil Fish, oh man, I can't even... I'm going to give examples throughout this video, and these examples aren't even the whole picture, because he's just generally a dick. So, starts off, he kind of like legally divorced his partner in the game and took all the credit for making the game, which in itself isn't the worst thing you can do. It was a process that was kind of explained in Indie Game the Movie, although it never from the other person's perspective. I forget the name of the co-developer, but he never really got a chance to explain himself. In the credits of Indie Game the Movie, initially on the web release, it said whatever Phil Fish's ex-partner asked not to appear in the movie. However, later on for the DVD release, that was changed to Phil Fish's partner was not asked to be in the movie. So we never really got his side, and he hasn't really said anything about it. I don't think he really cares at this point. I think he was kind of happy to get out of that partnership, because Phil Fish is, as I stated, kind of an asshole. Now, Phil Fish has, on numerous occasions, voiced very controversial opinion about, well, everything. From his opinion of gamers, calling them the worst effing people on the planet, and his opinion on, how YouTube works. Actually, that was the most recent thing. That he got so much... Basically, what he said was that anybody who shows video game footage on YouTube owes the creator of the video game money, because you can make money through ad revenue on YouTube. He said that they should get a huge portion of the ad revenue generated from the video goes to the developers, and that the people posting the video shouldn't get as much money. And this was all in response to PewDiePie, because PewDiePie makes a ridiculous amount of money through his videos, and I think he was just kind of butthurt. But that was one thing he said, and that just, people blew up. They were like, how dare you insult us again? And mind you, this whole the people versus Phil Fish thing has been going on for a long time. People hate Phil Fish. And the fact that he just keeps going onto social media and making huge, grandiose statements about how much he hates us, that only can last for so long before everybody turns on you. So he got so bad he shut down his entire Twitter account. And this was the most recent thing. He's done plenty of other stuff in the past. For example, earlier this year, he announced Fez 2, and only to promptly cancel it. And I'll post it up right now on the screen. But that is his exact quote from what he said when he tweeted when he canceled Fez 2. And he's just a dick. He just doesn't understand. I mean, he just doesn't understand etiquette. And he got into a fight over the internet with Annoyed Gamer, because Annoyed Gamer just was calling him out on his crap, right? And so this is what he tweeted him, and it's just like, you don't do that to people. Like, Phil Fish acts the way on the internet, like how when everybody, all the YouTubers and stuff, are making fun of like Xbox Live or PSN or whatever, saying, oh yeah, all the little kids telling people to go fornicate their mothers and stuff. That's how Phil Fish acts in real life. It's just how he acts. and he's supposed to be, you know, he's just an idiot. He's so stupid. Ah, man, he doesn't know how to act, and every time I play Fez, I just feel like I can't enjoy the game. All I can picture in my head is Phil Fish made this game. I am supporting Phil Fish by playing and or giving money to him. And that's why I regret buying this game. I regret buying this game because I did something for Phil Fish at one point. I bought it release date on the 360 when it came out, and then I bought it again on the PC. Granted, that was through a Humble Bundle, so it was for charity, so I don't feel bad about that. You know, money to charity, that's always a good thing. But every time I play this game, I do just... all I can picture is I'm supporting Phil Fish in some way. And I hate Phil Fish. He's not a good person. He's just... I'm glad he quit the gaming industry. I will never play another Phil Fish game. As a matter of fact, the only reason I had Fez installed was so I could make the gameplay for this video. I just restarted the campaign and played through it a little bit, show you guys what's going on. But I mean, it's ridiculous with Phil Fish. The game itself, Fez, it's not a bad game if you don't give a crap about Phil Fish or any of his dealings. It would be a game I would normally recommend to you. Basically, you play as a little white blob creature named Gomez, who randomly stumbles upon the whatever it's called, his little Fez thing that lets him bend the dimensions. So it's a 2D game with 3D elements. It's pretty impossible to describe until you see it in action, then you understand what's going on. You basically just have to find the pieces of the cubes to then make the finished cube product, which in reality is just a piece of the even bigger cube. I would say it's kind of a puzzle game-ish. It's definitely a platformy puzzle type deal. Lots of backtracking and mapping, and I mean, it's fun for a while. I couldn't get into it even before, like on the 360, before all of this everybody hating Phil Fish stuff happened. I couldn't really get into it, but it's an okay time for as far as the game itself goes. I don't want to support Phil Fish, and that's why I have Buyer's Remorse, because I supported Phil Fish in some way. And trust me, guys, you will not be hearing about any more Phil Fish stuff on this channel. I officially, just like with Nintendo, I officially do not support any Phil Fish, Poly, whatever his company is, games on this channel. So no more Phil Fish, no more Fez, no more any games that he's made before, because he's made like 2 other games before. This is a one-time thing, you know, just once to talk about it and get it out the way, because not a lot of games that I actually have Buyer's Remorse for, so this series isn't gonna have a ridiculous amount of episodes coming out. But when there is one, and the only reason I made this is just because of the recent stuff that he did with the YouTubers. It's insulting, it really is. He's basically just going around insulting entire classes of people with no disregard as to the minorities or anything, and he doesn't know how to act. He acts like that 12-year-old kid you met on Modern Warfare telling you to go F your mom. That's how he acts on the internet. And it's stupid. He's entitled and self-absorbed, and I don't support him. Go ahead and drop a like if you liked this video. You don't have to necessarily agree with my hatred of Phil Fish, although most of you probably do. I'll see you guys in my next episode. I don't have a lot of games that I have Buyer's Remorse for, so I can't really make a lot of these. But it is nice to kind of rant a little bit. I don't like ranting, but I feel a little bit better having made this. Oh yeah, anyway, so just like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay classy, guys. And don't buy anything by Phil Fish, please. Thank you, bye!